the Carl Chevrolet Studios in West Des Moines. Welcome to Iowa Live. I am Lou, and it is time to visit with attorney Kim Baer to talk about something that hopefully is not going to happen to you, Kim.
Oh, yeah, I hope not. I hope not.
It happens enough where we need to talk about accidents of a certain type.
Yes, I thought today we'd talk about accidents with a semi-truck. And they're very, very different from having an accident with another car. And so they're just things that you really need to be aware of.
Okay, so when a semi-truck, and you're talking about a big rig, is involved,
yes.
What do we need to acquire? What do we need to obtain?
Yes, so some of the things that we need to worry about right off the bat is we want to make sure that we get the driver logbooks. There are specific federal rules that document how long a driver can drive, how many breaks they must take, and so we're very interested in getting that information.
Okay, now when you say get the driver's logbook, do you mean to physically acquire it or take a picture of it, or what do you need to do?
No, and so in these types of cases, you really do need to hire a lawyer.
Okay.
And you need a lawyer that has specialized training in dealing with semi-truck cases, because the federal regulations for semi-trucks are very different. And so one of the things that when our law firm is retained, one of the first things we do is we send a letter to the owner of the semi-truck and we ask for the logbooks.
Okay.
We also ask for a download of the black box from the semi-truck.
Okay, which is pretty common now, right?
Which is pretty common,
Yeah.
and the reason why it's so important with regard to semi-trucks is that we want to know how fast has that semi been going, not just at the time of the accident, but before that. Does the driver have a problem with speeding?
A record of it,
yeah, record of it. Were they speeding? And then also the download's going to show us the braking. When did they first start to brake? What time? So the black box is very, very important.
Okay.
Yes.
So what else do we need to make sure that we get the information of or preserve the information for?
Well, it's kind of, this is difficult because most people that are in accidents with semis tend to be hurt pretty badly. Hopefully, if it happens to you, you're not hurt too badly.
Okay.
But obviously, we would love to have photos and then witnesses. My office has been working on a case right now where there was a witness that saw the accident but left before the police came. And so we actually were able to get the witness's name by listening to the 911 calls. But a witness who saw the accident would be fabulous. So if you can get that information at the scene, wonderful. But if you're hurt, don't worry about these things. These are things that we can get later.
Okay, so if we're running down a list of things that we want to take care of, what do we need to do first and foremost?
First and foremost, make sure you're safe.
Okay.
So we want to make sure that you're out of the vehicle. We want to make sure that if you need medical care, that you're getting medical care. So that's the number one thing.
Okay.
Then if there's somebody with you, or if you're able to and you can take photos, you can get some witness names, that would be great. And then obviously when you go to get medical care, make sure that you tell the medical provider about everything that hurts, not just the things that hurt the most. So
because you really need to document anything that happened that could be related to this crash.
You really do. I mean, and the point about that, Lou, is often we hear from adjusters, well, your client didn't complain about shoulder pain until 2 weeks later. Well, if your neck is really killing you, you might not complain about your shoulder right then. So anything that hurts, just make sure that you're conveying that to your doctor.
Okay, now, and then what about the vehicle, preservation of the vehicle?
Oh, yeah, that's actually...
Yeah, what do we need to do there?
Yeah, that's a great point. And so a lot of times they want to take your vehicle and they want to haul it off to junk or buy it from you.
Yeah.
And we need to be able to take pictures of that, and we also need to get the black box off of your vehicle if your vehicle has a black box. So we want to make sure that we get those things before the vehicle's destroyed.
Okay, and how important, you mentioned witnesses briefly, but how important is it to have witnesses?
It's very important because a lot of times these semi-truck drivers are going to dispute liability because if they have so many tickets or if they have a serious accident, it might disqualify them from a job.
Okay.
And so a lot of times, even though they're cited at the scene and the officer believes that they caused the accident, having an independent witness really helps.
So you're you really need to have an attorney, is what it sounds like. You mentioned that right off the bat, but this is really, and somebody who specializes in this.
Yes. Our office goes once a year for specialized training. We take classes. We work on these types of cases all the time. And if you don't have a lawyer that knows about these things, then they probably don't know about the federal regulations and all the different requirements for semi-trucks.
Okay, so obviously a lot of things to keep in mind. If you want to get more information, you want to sit down and have a conversation, what's the easiest thing people can do?
Yeah, just give us a call. We're happy to sit down and have a cup of coffee with you and talk about what's going on. If you're in the hospital and you need help, we certainly can come see you there as well. We have 515-INJURED, or our office number also is 515-279-2000.
All right, Kim, great information again. So you have to remember, if you're involved in a crash with a semi, it's a different story. It's a different way you need to handle things, and Kim Baer and her experts will be able to take care of you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Kim.
All right, thanks, Lou.